Hello and welcome to the Friday edition of Newsmax Now. I'm John Bachman. Miranda has the day off. Los Angeles police are now investigating a knife that was discovered years ago on O.J. Simpson's estate. We'll get to all that in just a minute. But first, of course, we got to talk about Donald Trump. He has now dropped out of CPAC, an event he's attended in the past. The conservative confab is just happening right now in Washington, D.C., or outside of Washington, D.C. Ted Cruz, John Kasich, both there today. CPAC tweeted this about Trump canceling his appearance tomorrow. Quote, very disappointed Donald Trump has decided to drop out last minute of CPAC. His choice sends a clear message to conservatives. Now, a few moments ago, we spoke with Scottie Nell Hughes, a supporter of Trump's from USA Radio Network, about what's going on at CPAC and what's not going on, namely Donald Trump. Here's what she had to say.
All this proves is Mr. Trump has decided he's going to go to Kansas, a caucus state, who votes tomorrow, one of the 3 caucus states who votes tomorrow, and be more with the people than the politicos that are here at CPAC. Listen, CPAC's been great. I'm here live right now. Great crowd, but the majority of these folks are so engaged, they already know who their candidate is. And while he did have some supporters here, I guarantee him being here or not being here is not going to sway any of the minds within the main ballroom tonight or tomorrow when he was scheduled to speak at 8:30 a.m.
Well, the thing that gets me, Scottie, is that these people who claim to have so much faith in the Constitution don't seem to have any faith in the Constitution. Let's say Donald Trump gets elected, he's a total train wreck. There's checks and balances in place. Have a little faith in the Constitution, right?
You know, that is a great point to put out. I might actually take that and use it. You know, it checks them out. It's fine. And that's the thing we have to realize. You know, we've got a lot of people today have declared that they are going to stay, that they are going to go vote for Hillary Clinton, that they're going to campaign for Hillary Clinton if Donald Trump is the Republican nominee. How does that help? You were right. Have some faith in the system. Even if you do not like him, there are checks and balances. But that's also kind of something that's faltered this time, because it's amazing how those checks and balances really haven't worked. When we've let the Democrats and Barack Obama get away with everything from the congressional perspective.
Right. So they don't have any confidence. They don't have any confidence. They haven't been able to do it with Barack Obama. You're absolutely right. They have no confidence right now. They need to go back, read their Constitution. I'm sure they can get one from the Cato Institute. All right, Ben Carson giving a big speech right now. He's not running for president anymore, and he's going to lead a Christian get out the vote effort. Give us your take. What's this going to do?
I think that's fabulous. You also saw him go and blast Governor Romney for what he pulled yesterday on Mr. Trump, saying that is not his role, that is not helping to unify the party. I think this is I think it's what Dr. Carson should have been doing all along, and maybe what he was doing was building this list, making sure that he built a good list that he would be able to motivate others to get out the vote and continue to spread the conservative message. You know what? He's been a great man in this race, and I give him a lot of credit, and I think that, you know, I look forward to seeing what he's going to do these next few months.
And, you know, Ben Carson, obviously very popular, even though the polls didn't really reflect that later on, but I know he can drive people to the polls. Who do you think he helps the most with this evangelical get out the vote effort?
Well, I think obviously his votes are going to help Mr. Trump, as he has won with evangelicals. The question is, are these guys going to grow up? What we saw last night was once again fodder for Saturday Night Live. And so the key is, are these guys going to actually stop going after each other? More talking about why they should be president. I don't necessarily think so, but here's the key. Florida next week. Marco Rubio's not doing so well within his own state. Is he going to stay in and take the loss? Because if he gets out, that is going to be the ultimate game changer of any debate, whatever any debate could do. The real game changer is if somebody like a Marco Rubio or a Senator Cruz or one of the big dogs drop out. That's when we might see actual change in what's going on.
We'll see. I mean, if the polls get any worse for Marco Rubio, he might have no choice, because it's going to be embarrassing if he does as poorly as the polls reflect right now. You mentioned all the tawdriness on the debate, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit here. But one guy who stayed above the fray was John Kasich. And I want to show a picture that we got on Twitter today. John Kasich getting the rock star treatment today at CPAC. We'll wait for a second for this picture to develop here. You can see a huge line outside of one of the ballrooms here. A lot of people, are they rethinking John Kasich today based on the debate performance last night?
I don't think they are, because, you know, first of all, that line was to get in. They've had some major security issues because Dr. Carson is here. He is under Secret Service watch, even though he hasn't dropped out officially until just now. His detail still had to check every single person going in. So they had to move the line, so it looks a lot larger. I have been to CPAC for the last 5 years. This is probably the smallest CPAC I've seen, just because there's so much going on. And I think the key about Kasich was, and I call him Kumbaya Kasich after last night, as I was waiting for him to bring out some marshmallows and start making some s'mores. But Megyn Kelly did a good job when she pointed out the fact, you know, you say this right now, but you just released a Putin-Trump ticket ad. I mean,
Right.
your actions are speaking different, louder than your words right now. So I think it sounded good. It sounded nice, especially amongst all the contention. But any other race, that would have just sounded as cheesy as Velveeta.
Yeah, I mean, everybody is doing the same thing, playing one game on the debate stage, playing a different game with their ads, with their super PACs. I mean, the one thing I think we'll learn about this election cycle, this is when the curtain was pulled back and we all got a behind-the-scenes look at how the sausage is made. And it's time for all of us to grow up. This is how it happens. This is the system that Reince Priebus and the RNC put into place, and Donald Trump is exploiting it, and it's all blowing back in everybody's face right now. Last question for you, Scottie. A very young crowd there at CPAC, and I'll admit I have a little CPAC FOMO right now. I'm glad you're getting to enjoy it. A lot of angst about the future of the conservative movement there?
Not at all. I really don't think so. That's what's so funny is if you ask people, they're really not being mean to each other here. Now, when you go to the bars at night, like last night at the watch party, there's definitely been some fights. And you've got some talk show hosts today that even said that they were on the stage, they would stab Mr. Trump and would not
Glenn
stop.
Beck. What is he thinking?
That does not. He was right. He was right next to me when he said it. I looked at him like, what are we turning ourselves into? We have got to start acting like there's. I think what you said in your closing remark, I wish more people would copy that and in your opening remark. Checks and balances. Have faith in this system that our founding fathers put in place.
Right. If one man is able to destroy the Constitution the way so many people think Donald Trump is, then it really wasn't worth all that much to begin with. Have a little faith. It's a great document. Scottie Nell, great to see you as always.
And a great song. Don't forget that's a great song too. Have
yes,
a little
it
faith
is.
in me.
That's right. Great to see you. Have fun up there.
Thank you.